East Africa has over 1,200 species of birds, and everywhere, even near the cities, the medley of sound is like a symphony. Let's single out some of those songsters. The many voices of the robin chats, for instance, outstanding in their variety. Here's a robin chat serenade. A relative, the white-browed robin chat, has olive-brown mantle and wings and bubbling songs like these. These attractive birds are remarkable mimics. Here's Rupel's robin chat imitating an emerald cuckoo. Now he copies the barking of a small dog and imitates the whistle of command of the dog's owner. Mimicry makes bird voice identification interesting and sometimes confusing, but there's no mistaking the call of the emerald-spotted wood dove. One of the largest of East Africa's doves is the red-eyed, and contrary to the association of this species with peace moves, he'll fight desperate battles with his male friends during breeding time. Here's another call by the red-eyed dove. The red-chested cuckoo is called the rainbird because its song is often heard during the wet seasons. Here's class cuckoo vying with a chin-spot puff-backed flycatcher in the background. If you hear this sound, look for its owner down in the deep undergrowth. It's the crested francolin making his challenge. And here's the strikingly handsome black-headed oriole, bright yellow with black head and throat. He usually sits motionless in the treetops. There are 132 species of warblers in East Africa. Here's the greater swamp warbler, which can be found amongst the papyrus near the lakes. And And here's the duet sung by the cheerful Hunter's Testicular Warblers. The males make the trilling sound, and the females fill in the three-note call. East Africa's bird song is a kaleidoscope of sound-color contrasts. And here's a paradox, that most vivid and beautiful of birds, Hartlaub's turako, and its oddly harsh call. The cry of the fish eagle is perhaps the most poignant and characteristic sound of all amongst the birds which inhabit East Africa's lakes and rivers. Nearby, beautifully marked Egyptian geese alight noisily at the water's edge. Colonies of brilliantly colored greater flamingo can be heard on the brackish lakes in the Rift Valley. Just picture this rare, busy scene. The great pink-washed birds, their outer wing coverts a bright coral red, and their flight feathers black, in striking contrast to the all-grey, shrill-voiced youngsters. A small blue-black bird with a creamy chest is sometimes called the bell bird because of its clear ringing notes. Its proper name is the tropical Boo Boo Shrike. When the tropical Boo Boo Shrike sings duets with its mate, the result is so close woven that it sounds like the voice of a single bird. Here's another duet. Another variation. And another tropical Boo Boo Shrike call with a chirr of alarm in it. In the thickets of the dry country areas, you'll meet the slate-colored Boo Boo Shrike, and with him here, competing for attention, is a chattering little sunbird. Hornbills have the habit of sealing their womenfolk safely into holes in trees with the eggs. Then the grey hornbill sits quivering on a branch, stretching out his neck and saluting the world tremulously like this. The black-capped bulbul is a very cheerful, sprightly bird, but it's one of the first to pursue snakes and other small predators. In woodland areas, the yellow-whiskered greenbull sits high in bushy treetops and adds his voice to the bird chorus. In the background here, a golden-rumped tinkerbird sings his monotone song. Sunbirds spend much of their time extracting nectar from the flowers of trees and shrubs. Here's a species which lives at high altitudes, the golden-winged sunbird, with a turco deep-voiced in the background. But for vigor of purpose and love of discussion, the busy weaver birds take the prize. Here they are, as night falls over Africa.